So it's true what they say. Sometimes we get in our own way. Sometimes it's the verbiage we say to ourselves that keeps us from moving forward.
It's that internal conversation that we start having. Maybe you're feeling pretty confident, and then all of a sudden you get into the saddle, and then it's, oh no, what if this happens? Or, oh no, it's going to take off. Or, oh no, what if, the what if, the what if.
The what if.
And so what happens is that that thought shows up, and then it creates that feeling, and it creates that belief. And the next thing you know, we're in that state of fear. And so one of the things that we can do, and I call this exercise a chatterbox. So we're going to make that absolutely ridiculous. So let's do an example here. If you wouldn't mind, just what's a phrase that somebody would say in the saddle? They get nervous, they're getting fearful.
I'm gonna fall.
Gonna fall. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna practice with Scott. So deep breath in, let those eyes close down. So first thing I want you to do is I want you to hear that like you would normally hear it. Let me know when it's done. This time, I want you to make it really loud. Let me know when it's done. This time, really quiet. Let me know when it's done. This time, like it's on fast forward, going super, super fast. Let me know when it's done. Go.
Done.
This time, like it's on rewind. Let me know when it's done.
And
What's one of the most ridiculous cartoon characters you can think of that speaks?
Daffy Duck.
So I want you to hear it, this time from Daffy Duck. This time I want you to put Daffy Duck across the room. He's like 10 feet away from you. This time I want you to hear he's 20 feet away from you. You know when like they get really upset and all of a sudden smoke comes out of the ear and the face turns all red and that kind of stuff. So this time I want you to hear Daffy Duck saying the same thing, going crazy. And this time he's way, way, way far away. You can barely hear him. And now we're going to let him go. 1, 2, 3, go. When you're ready, let those eyes open. What'd you notice?
I noticed that the phrase didn't hold power in a negative way over me there.
And that's the big thing, because words have meaning and power when we give them meaning and power. So for example, I'm looking at some horseshoes here. And if I called you a horseshoe, does that matter to you?
Maybe. Maybe.
Like if I said one of those, right? But if we take it in that regard, if I called you a water bottle, or if I called you, I don't know, something ridiculous, it doesn't affect us. It becomes silly. And so what we want to do is take those phrases and do exactly that to them. Make them ridiculous, make them silly.
So I like the theory. Let's see it in action.
So what is a phrase that you would say to yourself when fear...
I'm gonna get unseated.
Now make that absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, I'm gonna get unseated.
So what is a phrase that you would say to yourself when fear...
He's gonna back me off.
Now make that absolutely ridiculous.
He's going to back me off.
So that was pretty cool, watching people take what they normally say to themselves, being able to kind of make it funny. And if you noticed, what happened with every person as they did it? Their face changed, their whole reaction to the way that they say it changed. That changes the state of mind.
So if it works towards the negative, it can also work towards the positive. So give me a phrase that for you would make you feel confident or powerful when you're in the saddle.
You really want mine? Mine's a little out there.
Okay.
It's not really out there. It's a little vulgar. So maybe we'll bleep some of this.
Let's be real with this stuff, because we're not trying to sugarcoat or make this stuff tactful. What do you say to feel confident in the saddle?
I say two things. One, I say, let's ride.
I like it.
The second thing that I usually say is, I've done this 100 times, all day, every day, baby.
So notice a couple things there. One, how quick and easy that is. And two, the other one actually talks about a quality of training, of experience that's already there for you. And so let's do the same thing. Nice deep breath in, fill up those lungs. Let those eyes close down. And I just want you to hear that phrase like you would normally hear it. And this time, make it even bigger. This time, imagine you are sitting in like an IMAX theater. You're there by yourself, you are safe, you are secure, huge screen in front of you, all the sound all around you, and when you're ready, hear it there. This time, put that phrase up on top of the screen and imagine seeing that up on the screen at the same time that you're hearing it. Now, imagine this time that phrase is some way going to kind of move right into your chest. Imagine you're embracing that, you're absorbing that feeling at the same time that you're hearing it. So notice a couple things. When you're ready, go ahead and let those eyes open. As he was doing it, notice the posture change. And maybe you notice the same thing. See, this is a really powerful exercise because not only is it connecting the mind, the thoughts, but it's also connecting to the neurology of our body. It's helping us to lock in how we want to feel in that moment. If a phrase isn't working for you, but you can't seem to get rid of it, then make it ridiculous. If there's something you want to hear, something you want to feel, bring it up in such a powerful way that it becomes instantly part of who you are.
So this is actually one of the many techniques that we go over in our online program of overcoming fear. We'd love to have you part of that program, so make sure to check that out.
And if you would, take that positive thought, that internal mantra that you have, and post it into the comment section. You never know who you might inspire and encourage by encouraging yourself.
And while you're there, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you at the next video.